Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. For Las Vegas, about set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. At the 46-yard line. Now Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run up. Nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. play action. They'll throw.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
This pass complete to Melton.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Carr. And this one's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Oweh in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the...
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Here's a give to Dobbins. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Play action, now it's Carr. Rolling to his left. That's complete to White. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Carr going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing his car. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's Carr.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Carlson on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can... Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can